After what I've seen, I have the following association. If we think of our society as a single organism and compare it to the human body, it is like cutting off our left hand in the hope that there will be more room for the right one. This is absurd. Instead of solving the problem together, we fence ourselves off from the people facing the tragedy in the hope that we will live more comfortably. A false system of values was imposed on us and we supported it. And that's what it leads to. The situation in Haiti was a shocking example for me. On January 12, 2010, there was a massive earthquake there. The most terrible thing is that a lot of people died not because of the disaster itself, but because of the struggle for the piece of bread and a sip of water. I visited this country 3 years after the cataclysm, working on a sea vessel that delivered rice there. I will always remember this picture of hungry people trying to get under the cover of night for this rice, while armed guards were driving them away. We brought in rice, while neighboring ships brought tanks to contain population. It was impossible to leave the port because you would simply be kidnapped. At the entrance to the port itself, a huge number of people were crowding, hoping to get a job for food. And this was already 3 years after the cataclysm. There are cases when people killed each other for rice. Looking at them then, I could not even imagine that all of us would be like that soon. At least they were provided with rice, but no one will provide it to us. Having lost everything, in the lack of food and water, we will also be like that, and we will cut our organs from the stomach and eat each other. Are there any doubts? Look at the examples in modern history. There is an opinion that the trouble will unite us all. But the truth is that extreme conditions strengthen in a person what dominates him every day. Take a look around and pay attention to how we behave today. What prevails in us every day? The issue of climate refugees is not new, but there is still no legal regulation on the issue. Even today, there are no complete statistics on the exact number of people who require immediate help, despite the fact that there are statements about the need to accept climate refugees. In fact, they and their families are being deported back to their home country with unsuitable living conditions due to climate change. Who should raise these questions? Shouldn't we, the people ourselves? If we agree with the way other people are treated, then we agree to be treated in exactly the same way. Our biggest crisis today is a crisis of humanity, and our lives are at stake. Therefore, we should make every effort. You and I are responsible for the format that we currently support. It is worth noting that when people speak of refugees, they always mean someone and somewhere far away. But today, speaking about refugees, given what is happening with the climate, I'm talking about you and me. Yes, you've heard everything correctly. Have you ever lost your home? Have you lost all your familiar life? Lost the comfort of your surroundings and your usual rituals like family dinners, internet surfing, hot showers and costly baths? So imagine that having lost all these, you and your loved ones will be forced to go in search of a safe place to sleep, food and water. And you will find yourself among strangers. It is good if they understand you, but if they don't, here is the question worth asking. What will happen to us if the current examples of refugees' life are shocking? What will happen to us in a society where a person is just a figure in a report? So, before it's too late, we should look each other in the eyes, understand that we have nothing to divide, and shake hands. Yes, these are difficult times, but we are able, discarding prejudices, to unite in a common goal and build a creative society, to strengthen the foundations of real values, to put everything back in the right place, and prepare to jointly face these times with dignity and safety. Only in this case, nothing will threaten you, regardless of the conditions in which each of us will find ourselves due to global climate change. Thank you.